Hi guys, Lex here, and today I want to talk about a very simple principle which it seems that most people do not understand, but it is exactly how the wealthy build massive wealth while most people are left behind. And it's a very simple principle that you can apply to your life to build your own wealth. It's not a massive secret, it's not something complicated, but it takes consistent effort over a very, very long period in order for you to see the massive benefits that it can provide. Every wealthy person I know is using a version of this to generate their wealth. And I'm gonna hop onto the computer right now to show you exactly what I mean. Excuse my very poor drawing skills here, but I wanted to illustrate this visually as much as I can. So most people, this guy, let's say, is you, and this is your job. Most people, what they do is that what they earn from their job is paid directly to them, and they spend basically 100% of that income for their expenses, for anything they might need. And this is exactly how most people live. Their only source of income is their job. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but there is a slightly better way of doing things which will secure your future a lot better. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so what exactly is this? Well, again, we still have that same person here, and we still have that job, or in this case, it might be a business. We still have something that generates cash, generates money that you can use for your expenses or to invest or to save or whatever. But instead of this time using that money completely spending it, our person right here has a slightly different strategy. He takes 50% of that income and puts it into a, let's say, vehicle of compounding. That can be an investment portfolio, it can be real estate, it can be something that you buy which is an asset, which itself it can generate more income for you. So our guy here, let's call him Josh or whatever, he is still taking 50% of the income from his job and he's using it for whatever the hell he likes, to just have fun, go to holidays, whatever. But he has this 50% which he's saving, but he's not just saving them, because if you're just saving, it won't be enough. He has this 50% which he has constructed his own portfolio of, let's say, money-making assets or side hustles or whatever, and he is investing them in his own portfolio of maybe stocks, maybe real estate, whatever he prefers. And if he keeps doing that monthly, of course, this vehicle compounds. And I've talked about this many times of what exactly compounding is. And our guy here is using the dividends that this money machine of his is making to again pay himself to enjoy all the things that he wants to enjoy. So essentially, he has created a second source of income, which is his investment portfolio. And if this investment portfolio grows big enough over time, he can decide to, hey, I want to quit this job and I'm going to use to live off of dividends alone. Or maybe he's a business owner. Let's say Josh is a business owner. He has an investment portfolio, but he also has the business here. And he's using part of the money of the business to reinvest back in the business and grow that. Part of the money he's paying to himself, and another part he's using to build his own investment portfolio, which over time can become big enough to passively take care of his expenses by itself. And that is the goal of financial independence. But let's say you want to work anyway. So your goal essentially is to take the cash that you have from your cash generating activity or business or job or whatever, and try to put it in assets which will enable you to over time multiply that cash generation ability. So instead of just taking your money that you've earned and spending it, You are instead first taking your money, buying an investment that also pays money, and then you are spending the money that the investment pays you. Essentially, the money machine is doing one very simple thing, and that is putting a middleman between earning money and spending money. Because now you have to use the money that you've earned from your job or from your business to grow this asset, which in turn will pay you more and more each year. And that is essentially the most realistic and most stable way to build wealth over the long term. Because if you are essentially relying on, let's say you're this guy here, you're here right now, and you want to start a business, okay, you could start a business, but the chances of that being successful in the beginning are very slim. So you need to take things slowly. You want to build here in the middle a buffer of some sort, which will allow you to have funds or have some sort of an income when you do decide to quit your job and entirely focus your efforts into a business. Because let's say that even if you manage to be successful in your business, you will still spend 100% of the money that business is earning. So you are still not retaining wealth over time. And that is exactly what the wealthy are doing. They have developed the means to retain their wealth over a long enough period so that it compounds and grows by itself. And to do that, you need investment vehicles. And don't fool yourself that you need massive amounts of money to start. You can start with as low as $100 or euros or whatever your currency is. But you need to build something here in the middle. Maybe it's real estate, maybe it's a stock market portfolio, some kind of an investment that over time will grow big enough that it will pay you a decent amount of money passively. Because if you are just taking the money from your job or business and spending them directly, you are never actually going to build wealth because you will spend everything that you earn. So we need to come back to this system and find a vehicle which allows you to retain your wealth and build upon it and use the principle of compound interest. And it seems that no matter how many times I repeat this, it will not be enough because people seem to think it's too hard or it's not real, or there is always some kind of an excuse why most people are not doing this. And that is exactly the reason why most people are not wealthy. So I hope this very basic and simple video has made you think just a little bit, and I would love to hear your ideas and what you plan on investing in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.